Up next, I'm joined by Aaron from Life Fitness, and we're talking about the Discovery SE3 HD. Nate here from fitnessequipmentcafe.com, and I'm here at the Fitness Show 2017 in Sydney, joined by Aaron Oman. Nate, welcome.
Thank you, Nate. It's good to see you here again.
Yeah, mate, it's been a little while. So, look, we're in front of the Discovery SE3 HD. Now, this is a whopper of a screen. How big is it?
It's 21 inches. So the previous machine was 19 inches. So we've jumped up an extra 2 inches, effectively utilising the edges of the machine. And it's the first 1080p resolution screen on the market. So,
and look, there is a difference. We're looking at the two. This is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. The picture quality is amazing. When we go into TV mode, you get the entire screen basically fills with television edge to edge. So it's
what I like about it too is, having gotten on quite a few of these treadmills, it seems that it's not as it seems easier on the eye in terms of having to not look down so much. Which is somewhat of a problem throughout different screens, especially if you're going longer distances. But this one's quite high up and nice and easy.
Yeah, well, the bigger size, of course, allows that to sort of be elevated a little bit. And I guess what you find now is, from a running point of view, you're probably at the height of where you would be looking if you're running outdoors, where you're looking sort of down the road a little bit. You're sort of looking at the same angle.
Yeah. Now, Aaron, let's just talk about how you can log into the system itself. There's a few ways. So how about you tell us about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things we did try and do is give some prompting to get into the fitness tracking. So there is an ability now to log in by pressing the login and scanning the QR code. Yep. The other thing I can do is open my LF Connect app and hold it in the corner of the console, and it will give me the option to log in via Bluetooth proximity. So the app will just prompt me that I'm next to a treadmill with Bluetooth. I press it, and then it'll log me into the system via the Bluetooth proximity. Place your phone down, and then everything that the machine is doing is reading between that, as well as my average run, my best run, any workouts I have saved, any GPS workouts I have saved. They'll all come up in this way. My name comes up in the corner to register.
So where would you set those preferences? Is it via your LF Connect app, or is it on the computer or on the screen?
Yeah, you can do all three, basically. So
yes, and yes.
And yes, yeah. So I guess the easiest way these days is via the app. Yep. But and a trainer can actually set all that sort of stuff up for you as well if they buddy with you and share that information.
Fantastic. And not a bad tip for if you do have these for customer engagement in terms of sign-on, right, as a new member, as part of the induction.
Absolutely. And one of the things with these, I guess, is that you do have the ability to customize this attract screen that you see here. So you can do more of this prompting about the LF Connect programming, about the ability to talk to a trainer about what those guys can do for you via the app and what it'll do. And we have touched on it in some of the talks previously, but it's still open technology. So we still share our API information with app developers. Right. So if a club has their own app, we can have that sync with their app. Right. So we could have a QR code scanner involved in their app. You can scan the QR code, it'll log into their app, and it'll track all the information straight into their app for internal competitions, anything that the club want to keep track of, they can do that too.
That's fantastic. So we're standing in front of the screen, we're not touching it, so how about we get into it?
Sounds good. So like we saw, we can log in via any of those sort of different ways. I can hit go to workouts, and it'll prompt me on this next page here. We get some messaging that the club can personalise. So this says one step at a time, and it will vary depending on what the club want to send to the different members. Yep. Interactive courses is one of the most popular things on the units. So everything with a little R in the corner is part of the Run Social courses. Right. Run Social is a third-party app. Basically, if Nat's on the treadmill next to me and I'm on this treadmill, we can actually race against each other on the same course. So it gives us that ability for a bit of competition. It is based purely on the speed that you're moving at. The faster you go, the quicker you'll hit the next hill, the further you'll get away from your friend who's running on the treadmill next to you. Right. And then if people don't want that competitiveness, we still have the go-to interactive workouts of the staircase hike, the Auckland and Wellington run, New Zealand, America, Germany, etc. So we've got a range of those, and you can add other courses. So you can remove a course and add a different course in via LF Connect Manager.
Can we actually have a look and see what that
Absolutely. So depending on the course that you're doing, so if I select, say, a run through maybe Sequoia, I pick whether I want time or distance as my goal. So I'm going to pick 20 minutes. I can put my weight in. Of course, if I've logged in, it's saved that metric. And I hit start. It'll count me in with the personalised screen. And then we're into the Run Social course. So basically what will happen is you'll see the exact course. Now we're moving obviously only at 0.8 of a kilometre an hour at the moment, so I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Down the side here you'll see the other people that you're competing with and where they're going, so how fast they're going. Now I want to speed this up and get to a point where the screen itself is going to move a little bit quicker, as you can see. Okay. And you'll see as well, I'm hitting little inclines and things like that. So I'm up to 0.3 incline, 0.4 incline as we go, and we'll see runners running past. Right. I'll just slow that back down.
Fantastic. Now you do have controls off the screen as well, that you can actually, you don't have to necessarily touch the screen to speed up and slow down.
Absolutely. So activity zone console here, which will allow us to adjust the incline, the speed, quick speed buttons. In addition to that, we've added quick speed buttons on the console as well, so you can set those for interval training, those kind of things. So you've got an option of both.
And that's been a nice feature, for a long time on Life Fitness Cardio, hasn't it?
The activity zone has. Yeah, it's been something that we've had for quite a while, and it's been very popular with our members. So certainly something, or our clients, something we're going to keep.
Absolutely. There you go. Okay, fantastic. What else have you got to show us, mate?
Okay, so in addition to, now we're in just a general workout mode, so in addition to obviously the things that we were looking at before, we do have the option, of course, to watch television. Like I said before, it is a full 1080p edge-to-edge screen, so what you'll see here in a second is this will drop away, and we've got the picture all the way to the screen, so you've got 21 inches of pure TV delight there for you, yeah. If I go back to the home screen, we also have the ability to log into Netflix, so your own personalised Netflix account, and watch anything that you normally would via the Netflix app. It is completely personalised to that person, so it looks just like it would on your iPad or on your Apple TV at home.
And does it stop and start where you stop and start?
Absolutely, yeah. It does the same thing as what you would do at home. It's just like logging into another tablet, to do it. YouTube videos, internet, which you can still personalise all of the tabs there that we have selections of. ESPN, BBC News, Flipboard, Economist, Games, Pandora, HULU. There's a whole range of different apps that are built into the unit that the guys can use. Yeah, it's great feature. And for those people that are a little bit more old school and they just like their data, you can still bring all of that up. So we can still bring up our standard metrics. So if we want to see our time and our distance and our calories and our heart rate, we can just run on a machine and watch that as well. So it gives us the option of personalising that either way.
And of course, once you've logged in, you can retain that data on your app, so it gets fed back to the app.
Everything saves automatically straight back across. So once you've logged in, as soon as you've finished a workout, all that data will just be saved straight back into the application, and not only you but the trainer will be able to check on that info and see what you've been doing, whether you actually have been coming in doing the workouts that the trainer's prescribed you.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, what would just give us one tip if you're a gym operator looking to take on a new technology such as the SE3? Just one tip on how to get started with it and how do you get your head around it, because it's a lot of technology, isn't it? There
is a lot of technology. I guess one of the things that we've done to assist with some of that tips is we've created an online portal via Gavin Aquilina, our global education trainer. So we have a whole range of online videos that Gavin's created for the Australian market, purely based around the SE3 console. We know there's a lot of content here, there's a lot of information, you can get lost in what the machine can do, and you can start with the basics. So you can start with that attract screen. So if you just want the ability to see, adjust the attract screen so that you can advertise on it, which a lot of our clubs do, you can do that. Okay. If you want to go into a little bit more depth and start to personalise programs, personalise internet content, you can do that as well. But Gavin will take you through that step by step. A lot of the videos are only 2 or 3 minutes long, so you don't have to, your trainers, the managers, those kind of guys don't have to sit there all day watching videos. They can watch each one segmented into what content
So just baby steps, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, really the whole idea is that we are able to get the machines into the club. Wow factor with the size of the screen, the picture quality. Members come in, they're like, wow, it's like I'm walking in front of the plasma television at home or the LCD television at home. And then the club starts to implement some of those extra features. And you can still use these just as a treadmill to come in and do your 30 minutes of cardio and look at the basic metrics. Obviously, the entertainment gives us that ability to pass the time a little bit more, and it provides what people expect. I mean, these days everyone is utilising entertainment and things like that on the machine. So it's just sharing the same sort of content. So to make your workout go a little bit quicker.
And just as an external observer of the industry in terms of getting across to a lot of the different brands and working out in gyms, I would say one thing I'd say is that if you're going to embark on this technology and you're going to network it, then make the sign-on process as part of your induction. Get people involved in it straight up front.
Definitely. And I think what can't be measured, can't be improved. I mean, that's always been sort of my philosophy around what our machines can do for you in regards to training. So the ability to measure what you're doing on the machine day in, day out is what's going to lead to that improvement. And I think most people that are training are doing it for some sort of improvement, whether it's to lose weight, to improve their cardio fitness, to improve their general well-being, that's what they're looking for.
And on a selfish note, I guess, if you're not going to do it for your members, do it for yourself, because you're getting a lot of data from those equipment, and you can see which ones are being utilised most, which ones are least utilised, and potentially running programs on competitions to actually, get lesser used machines more utilised. Correct?
Yeah, and, again, something we've touched on in some of the videos past, but the key detail of being able to see the time of day that the machines are busiest, what machines are busiest. With the growth of functional spaces and things like that, it allows you to take, all right, at this time of day, we know that all of our machines are getting used. What we're going to do is we're going to run a floor class in addition to our group fitness class, our spin class, just so we're pushing people that would normally do cardio into another form of cardio activity on a functional space or whatever it might be. And that's been a really successful thing with some of our facilities. A club like Titan Fitness have done that very well. They've created a brand new functional space downstairs, and they're utilising the data that they get from their Discover consoles. They've got Discover SE1, not even the SE3s. They're still able to pull all that information and use it for their programming.
That's great. Well, that's awesome, Aaron. Is there any final points that you'd like to cover? Or you happy?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's great.
I guess with this sort of stuff and the cloud-based computing and that kind of thing, what we're sort of seeing is it's forever changing. There's updates that come to the machines all the time. They're adding features, adding content. One thing we've seen that's worked quite well is even partnering with other companies like MyZone.
Yes.
So you can have a MyZone channel on the television. You wear your MyZone chest strap. Ours have Bluetooth connectivity, so you can connect. You can have the MyZone screen on the machine, so the person running, rather than looking at their phone with MyZone, they'll see it on the screen.
So you can actually see the zone colours, the different colours. Fantastic. That's great.
Different to having a MyZone television in the club somewhere. You're utilising it on the machine itself.
Wow.
Not everyone's going to watch it. They don't have to. But if you're really eager to monitor what you're doing from a MyZone point of view, we can do that as well. And we've done that with some clubs that run the MyZone very successfully. Actually, it's quite a popular feature.
Well, that's great, Aaron. Really appreciate your time today. So that's Aaron and Nate at the Fitness Show 2017 in Sydney, and I'm sure we will see you again.
Thanks, Nate. It's been great.